Severe Weather Awareness Week is going to wrap up today, and our final topic to talk about, flood safety. Of course, with thunderstorms and severe weather season right around the corner, severe thunderstorms can, of course, bring us some heavy rain at times, and some flooding and flash flooding can certainly be a problem. We advise you don't want to drive through any of these flooded roadways. It's hard to detect how much water is on the ground, and just 12 to 8 inches can be all that it takes to sweep a car away up off of its wheels, and then you lose control that way. You don't want to drive through flowing water either. Again, talking about how that water's flowing, you don't always know how fast it's flowing and things like that. So you don't want to try to walk, swim, or play in floodwater either, because if in case power lines could be down too, that could conduct some of that water, and you could actually get electrocuted pretty quickly. So some things that a lot of people don't always think about when you're talking about floodwaters. Usually the term that we say to remember: turn around, don't drown. You don't want to drive, you don't want to swim, play, any of those things. But not having to talk about any floodwaters anytime soon, because we've got a great forecast in the mix for us to end out this work week. Highs will be in the upper 60s to around lower 70s this afternoon. Southeast winds turning to be out of the west, but around 5 to 15 miles per hour today. Quiet out there for the most part. A little bit of a southeast breeze out there, keeping temperatures pretty mild. Looks pretty quiet from Beatrice's standpoint. South 6th and Perkins Street. Someone's starting out their day out there. 51 degrees down in Beatrice right now. A little bit warmer though in Lincoln. Spots around town have been hovering around the lower 50s for our warmest start to any morning so far this week. A little bit cooler off to the north. Wahoo sitting at about 40 degrees. Aurora at 42. Kearney dipping down into the lower 40s as well. But yeah, temperatures from Lincoln down towards the south and east. Pretty mild start to the day today. Some cooler temperatures looming off to the north. Valentine falling to the upper 20s right now, right around 39 degrees in O'Neill. Wind speeds though very manageable, as I was saying. They're picking up a little bit more in southeast Nebraska, around 10 to 15 miles per hour, but very light across the state, so not a bad start to the day. And temperatures will largely hover around the upper 40s to around 50 degrees for several hours. And then we actually see an increase in cloud cover with those south and southeast winds sticking with us through much of the day today. But again, shifting out of the west later with the coming of a cold front that will knock temperatures a little bit for Saturday. But today, a mild day. Again, highs in the lower 70s for us for another day. Here's a look at those partly cloudy skies out there right now. Maybe a few sprinkles in and around northwest of Columbus and out towards Scotts Bluff. That's just about it. That's kind of the trend that we see going into this weekend. Largely spotty changes that miss us either to the north or down to the south, especially overnight and into early Saturday, just kind of bringing about some more clouds. We'll have another chance Friday night and into Saturday, but that largely misses us again to the north, as you can see, kind of skirting the South Dakota border. What we're really going to be watching through much of this weekend is a chance for some thunderstorms, especially late Sunday and into Monday. At this point, the Storm Prediction Center highlighting an area of extreme southeast Nebraska that includes Nebraska City and Falls City for some isolated hail events. So this will be something to watch as it is nearby. This could change in the coming days, and we'll keep an eye on it over the weekend, because that'll be our best chance for some rain and some thunderstorms that will keep temperatures a little bit cooler, but no major temperature swings in the 10-day forecast. Middle 50s to start out next week, and then warming again towards 70 at the end of the week. This really turns out to be an excellent forecast for Easter weekend, Andrew.
I see what you did there. Very nice. All right, thank you very much, Jess.